Greetings, TrinEnews viewers. Brian Dass reporting, and we would like to present to you today the first episode, that's right, the very first episode of our spirituality segment. Spirituality is definitely one of the building blocks of our nation, and some would even say it is the core, the main pillar of a strong society. Well, guess what? We checked out something called the Diwali Nagar, which is an annual celebration of the Indian culture that takes place here in Trinidad and Tobago. TrinEnews checked it out, and we met up with a Sri Mahant Deochan Dass, not only an ND or Naturopathic Doctor trained in natural health, but he is also a Dharmacharya or spiritual head of the Kabir Panth Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, this honorable spiritual teacher that we are going to present to you today represented the Kabir Panth Association, whom are a wonderful movement started in India that follows the ancient teachings of the great Kabir, an ancient mystic who revolutionized spiritual outlook forever. TrinEnews would like to apologize for our technical difficulties which took place during the recording of the audio for this segment. Please accept our sincere apologies, but note that we took the time to caption every word that was said in this interview. We knew we would meet some interesting people here, but we had no idea we would get such a deeply meaningful experience from this man and learn so much. We at TrinEnews believe that wisdom is our true culture, handed down from our forefathers regardless of our race or religion. So today, we discuss with Mr. Deochan his opinions on spiritual education, progress, and we allow him to introduce you to the great Kabir. We learned many things. Sometimes you have to think outside of the box. Sometimes you have to go where the crowd is too scared to go. Sometimes spirituality is actually common sense. Enjoy!
Okay, I am Dr. Deochan Dass, and I am a Mahant of the Kabir Panth. This is a booth of the Kabir Panth, and there are several factors of the Kabir Panth in Trinidad. So we share this room. Well, first, the name Kabir is a puzzle to a lot of people. One, you can find his name in Islam, Holy Quran. You can find his name in the Vedas, and there's also in the Puranas. So his name is mentioned in all the scriptures because he came to teach everyone. Spiritual teaching. Of course, so religion is not really a deep concern of his, because if even somebody didn't belong to religion, still was someone. So religion, let's put, is the next stage of something, of the spiritual thing, because you're not bound to have a religion. See what I mean? So he addresses all the human beings because humans have something in them through which they can realize their real purpose in this life, the human, and they can resolve the mystery of life and death and so on, and so pave a way for what is after death. I am the third generation of the immigrants who came, and I learned about the religion from our grandparents. I learned to speak the local dialect Hindi that they used to speak, that they brought with them, and most of the things I learned of them as they spoke, because they didn't write too much, they talked to you. And the very first schools that were organized in Hindi, I attended that. So I could have learned the meaning of what they say, you know, and also learn a little more about not only just Kabir, but other people through the Hindi. That's a big question, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty big
What happened is that according to Kabir, the philosophy of this world, how it works, it recurs in cycles as the mind goes. Right now, the mind of the youngsters are in television, a little laptop, a little thing in the phone. So the mind is the architect of what is to come. So until the person evolves, it's actually, according to them, it's going worse. But as it's going worse, the new trend is also beginning to show. In other words, there are also people, you see, here is scarce. See, crowds are out there. Right? So they're interested in what is modern, what is colorful, what is radiance, what is happiness, like that locally. So it doesn't worry them if they have to cry tomorrow. But according to Kabir, once you got him, you don't have to cry anymore because you have resolved all the mystery yourself. So old age, disease, death, anything doesn't have any of the kind of values that the modern person has. And this will soon change. It will get worse and worse and worse because the thieves will get more advanced the same way as the electronics go. And they don't have to come and rob you like normal again. They could rob you differently. As you see, what they do, they copy your, your ID, and they steal your bank account. So they grow up together with and while the spiritual people grow less in numbers for this time, there will be a trend of people coming up, new generation, who will not always go along with the group. There will be exceptions just like Kabir, there will be exceptions just like Deochan Dass, there will be exceptions like Prophet, there will be exceptions. There are not many prophets, there are not many Kabir. Somehow they will always come back because that part doesn't get expressed.
So
if you notice, we say progress, because we see things a little colorful, a little more this, a little more legit. I think you went back a couple of centuries and you had a little thing in your hand and you're talking to some fella in America. I'm serious. You go to jail. So what's happening? The time cycle. Nothing like something running one way. The time cycle that changes the human mind. Changes it. Because everything out there is designed by the human mind, not out here. Because we're interested. We have no interest in this, they will pick something else. So it goes, but the human being is the architect of this. That's why all the saints and sages and prophets they have the answer to change.
So in other words, progress is not always what it seems.
If you call this progress, it's progressing. But if you move it from one side to the next side, to the next side, that is the life. Right? There's not progress to me until you learn why you're here and are you really doing what you came for. That's progress. If you don't know your mission, you're lost,
And there are many people who don't know what they're doing.
Many. You don't see saints and sages and prophets by the hundreds. You don't see many people come here so far. We don't know why it is you come to us about us. There's a lot of people outside here. The crowds are all there. But where we going is not many crowds going. As you don't see many elephants in a day, same way you wouldn't see many else.
Thanks again, sir. We all appreciate it very, very much.
You're welcome.
Those are hidden agendas.
No more media manipulation.
You really want to say the people?
We need to fight ignorance with education. We need to learn to appreciate what our forefathers gave us. But don't forget, we are the new generation.
Alright.
What do we need to build our nation? We need to understand the needs of the people and our government. We need art and culture. We need real spirituality, okay? We need health.
TrinEnews, presented by TrinEnews Studios. Visit TrinEnews.com and click TrinEnews for more information. Independent, alternative, grassroots news for youth who want change.